Every day we make decisions. What we choose is constrained by the laws and norms of the society that we live in. Sometimes a clear good and a clear bad choice may be obvious, but the majority of the time, decisions are more complicated than that. In the comics world, villains and vigilantes are living examples of this. They make decisions that in our moral framework we may label as wrong, but yet they still choose to make that decision. Why is that? To answer this question, we must understand how they view themselves, the purpose they believe they are to fulfill, their reasoning behind choosing their enemies, and why they feel they need to hide behind a costume. Ultimately, this will help us to better understand how they justify their actions, or at least why they may choose to make the decision that we would label as bad or two-sided.
So, how would you describe yourself?
Ooh, I'm just here for a good laugh. Some people call me insane. I'm just having fun in the city.
I'd say I'm pretty versatile. I can be a lot of different things as I need to be. Kinda, it's hard to nail down just one aspect of myself that I would describe.
Well, I used to be a secretary until my stupid boss pushed me out of a window, and then I died. But I have 9 lives, so it's all good now. I'm also really awesome, and also I'm really good at stealing things.
I'm one of the last bastions of good in this evil and corrupt world. I'm one of the few things that stands between this world and evil. That is the only way it can be.
I was born and raised in Hell's Kitchen. I kind of seen everything there is to see here. The rich like to prey on the poor all the time. And so I grew up to be a lawyer because I wanted to help the common man fight the rich. So I'm a lawyer during the day, but at the night I've developed a different ego entirely. But you know, on top of it all, I'm blind and have been since I was born, or not since I was born, since I was very young. And that's because I pushed somebody out of the way of a truck that was speeding down the street, and a barrel of radioactive materials spilled and got in my face, so I can no longer see. But my dad wanted me to be more than he was. He's a boxer, and you know, he did not want me doing boxing for a living, obviously. So he made me read my books, and so I became a lawyer for him as well. Unfortunately, he was killed by some of the underground gangs here in Hell's Kitchen, and it's because he was trying to do the right thing. They wanted him to rig a fight, but he refused. So anyway, I learned from that experience too that doing the right thing is paramount.
I am the protector of the city of Gotham. I come at night and watch over this beautiful city and try and stop crime in its tracks. I'm the hero this city deserves, not the one it needs right now.
Well, probably just one of those antisocial physicists, I guess, just like all the others. But let's just say, when I get mad, things happen.
What do you feel is your purpose?
My purpose is to root out the evil and corruption in this world. No one who has committed an act of evil is immune to such retribution, and I am the agent of that retribution.
Well, I guess, first off, my stupid boss, like, he needs to pay for what he did. But also more than that, just having fun and enjoying life while I can.
My purpose? You ever find this one person that's your everything? Well, me and my Cape Crusader friend, we're here together. My purpose? I'm just gonna have some fun with him. We're just best friends here.
To smash things! But, no, I guess more realistically, I do want to smash things sometimes, but I don't always want to smash things. I think sometimes I don't want to smash things. Sometimes I want to try to maintain my anger and become more like a normal human being.
I'd say my purpose is to first and foremost protect myself And then secondly, protect those I care about. And if anything happens to them, make sure the people who are responsible are punished and that my loved ones are avenged.
My purpose is to represent the unrepresented here in Hell's Kitchen. That's why I'm a lawyer. But also to bring justice to those people who need to be brought to justice. But I do it in a way that the system takes care of the bad guys.
To protect the people of Gotham and this city. And to stop crime in its tracks. Be a terror so they never strike again. So no kid loses his parents.
Why do you hate your enemies?
Well, I guess most recently, I really didn't like Loki because he hurt me and he hurt my friends. But I feel like, in general, I don't really like people that hurt me or hurt my friends or hurt other people. And they're just bad people. And when they're bad, Hulk smashes them.
Evil. There is good and there is evil. That's all there is to it. My enemy is evil and I hate evil because it deserves hate.
So why exactly do you hate Batman?
Bruce? Well, Bruce, he gets in the way sometimes, but I mean, I don't know if I hate him necessarily. He's really sweet and I don't know. He's a fun person. I like him.
Wilson Fisk destroyed many people in the city of Hell's Kitchen, and to make it worse, they were all the poor people. He wanted to, first off, destroy a building that a whole lot of low-income individuals lived in, with no way of basically compensating them and finding them a new place to live. And he did this so that he could have tighter control over his underground criminal network. And he was going to use this building for nefarious purposes. And to make it even worse, there were several reporters who kind of caught on to it, and were going to publish a story about him, and unfortunately they were brutally murdered by him and his underground organization. So basically just a bad dude, and he needed to face justice.
And what about the Punisher? Why do you dislike him so strongly?
So the Punisher has good intent. He really does. He's basically a military veteran who basically won the second most powerful medal, actually, in the Army, just next to the Medal of Honor. But he came back and his family had been murdered by an underground criminal organization. So he became a vigilante, kind of like I am, trying to bring people to justice in the darkness. But he doesn't believe that people have redemptive nature, so he ends their life rather than bringing them to the appropriate authorities to face justice. Despite all of that, my firm represented him in court because the DA basically rigged the court system to prove him guilty, despite the fact that he was, we wanted to give him a fair trial. So I represent the underrepresented even if I hate their guts.
Why do you hate the X-Men and other anti-mutant people?
So, first of all, my enemies just don't seem to understand that we have a larger enemy and that if we don't take them out first, they will take us out. So, it's not personal, it's just that they're idiots. So, it's gotta be done.
The Joker. The Joker's another common criminal, except this one has killed thousands of innocent people. He's creating chaos and disorder wherever he goes, and it's impossible to find out what he will be doing next. I have to stop him, find some way to redeem him, before he kills even more people, in his sadistic, crazy way.
So, why are you so against the Batman?
Against the Batman? He's my best friend. If I fall off a building, he'll catch me. He can't kill me. I'm just here to have some fun in here.
Why do you wear a costume?
So, if you want to call it a costume, I guess it's just a part of who I am, and if I didn't wear a costume or, change into these different appearances, then I would be, you know, burying part of myself, and that's just not something I'm going to do.
Oh, this old drab? I guess it goes with the face. This majestic face here. I was playing with my friend a while. I took a tumble into a vat of acid, so that's where I got these scars. And now I'm just here to smile. Smile even louder.
A costume? Do you think this is a costume? This is my skin. Do you think I want to look this way? I don't want to look like this. I don't want to be green. I try really hard, but I can't. I'm green.
Wear no costume. This is who I am through and through. When I take my face off, that is when I'm pretending. This is who I am really.
I wear this mask to protect my identity, to strike fear into my enemies, and to protect the ones I love. I also have a very nifty utility belt, which has a lot of cool gadgets that I can use to fight crime.
Why not? I mean, I look good in it, don't I?
Initially, it was to protect my identity, for several reasons. To protect myself, my law firm, and those people I'm close to. And I got a suit upgrade shortly ago, and it's full body armor. So, you know, when you're in combat in close range and people have weapons, you know, sometimes you get shot at, and it's good to have armor to help protect you there.
So do you believe that what you do is okay?
Of course what I do is okay. What I do is punish evil, and anyone who deserves punishment has earned it twofold over in a cesspool of a world. All I do is mete out retribution for that evil.
Everyone believes there's some kind of order to everything. I'm just here to twist and turn and pop it. Everyone just needs one bad day to go crazy. Just like me. And everyone here is just gonna have a little bit of fun here and there.
I believe that what I do is definitely okay. It's a matter of survival and about justice. Like, they threatened me first. They took the people I love first. So if they weren't doing that, I wouldn't need to hurt them, but they are. So it's them versus me. If they survive, me and the people I care about don't. It's as simple as that. So yes, absolutely what I do is more than okay. It's my destiny, my duty to do what I do.
Well, no, but I mean, good girls never had any real fun, did they? Also, I mean, I don't really hurt people with what I do. It's fun. I'm just stealing from people. I mean, maybe not technically legal by all definitions of the law or whatever, but I mean, never hurt anyone. I mean, if I steal a jewel here and there from a wealthy billionaire, no harm comes from that, really, right?
I don't brutally murder people like the Punisher does, but I'm still somebody who goes and puts people in a position where they can be subdued by the police and get proper court trials, and where the system basically determines how guilty they are and what should happen to them. I don't determine that myself, and I never intend to hurt anybody more than is necessary to put them in that position. And in a few situations where I have been out of control, it's been accidental or has made me feel crushed on the inside.
The things that I do are a necessary evil for the city. I only come out at night to stop the crime waves from hitting the streets of Gotham. I'm here to protect the people. I wouldn't take a life because that would make me no better than the criminals I fight against. But I have broken a few bones in the past. I'm here for the city to protect it, and that's all the justification I need. The city does need me, and I'm here for my city.
No, I don't want to hurt people. I try not to hurt people, but when the other guy comes out and I get really angry, I can't help it. I smash things. I hurt people, and I don't want to, and I try really hard to not hurt people. It's bad to do that.
These villains and vigilantes demonstrate that making a decision is more complex than we usually think. There is not always a clear right or wrong choice, and sometimes, even if there is, we may not choose it.